So here in the United States of America, we are told over and over again, well, you can't go after the big bankers. My God, that would affect the economy so much. No. You have to understand that they're too big to jail. And our Justice Department has said things along those lines. They've been very, very clear in congressional testimony. They've said, well, if we go after the bankers and we put them in jail, that could affect the banks. And the banks are so important to the global economy that it could screw up the economy, so we cannot go after the main executives of the banks. How they could admit that is amazing. Even if they believe that, I'm amazed that they said it in public. Oh, yeah, we're never going to jail them. They can do whatever they want. They just pay us a little toll along the way. They, take billions of dollars. They take these outsized risks. And when things collapse, we give them billions. Through the Fed, we give them trillions. And then later, we'll find them, and they'll give us a tiny percentage back. Ha ha, isn't that funny? Well, it turns out there is a different way to do things. In Iceland, they also had a collapse. Now, instead of rewarding the bankers, what they did was they punished the bankers. And the first thing they did was, by the way, they nationalized the banks. Another thing we were told, you can't do that. Oh, my God, socialism, communism, the whole economy will collapse. Guess what? The economy of Iceland did not collapse. It got better. Recently, we gave you a story about how Iceland's economy is significantly better than the rest of Europe. It turned out not only could you do it, but it led to success. It led to better economics. The people of Iceland didn't suffer. They gained through that process. But they had one piece of unfinished business, and that was the executives themselves. Well, that business just got finished. So now let me tell you about what happened. Iceland's Supreme Court has upheld convictions of market manipulation for 4 former executives of the failed Kaupthing Bank in a landmark case that the country's special prosecutor said it showed it was possible to crack down on fraudulent bankers. Damn straight. So they went after the bankers, and it turns out you could convict them. And those convictions could stand up in court. Well, you look at that. Now, are they really going to put them in jail? How long are they going to put them in jail for? Well, let's find out. All right, God help me with these Icelandic names. Hreidar Mar Sigurdsson, Kaupthing's former chief executive, former chairman Sigurdur Einarsson, former chief executive of Kaupthing, Luxembourg Magnus Gudmundsson, and Olafur Olafsson, the bank's second largest shareholder at the time, were all sentenced on Thursday to between 4 and 5.5 years. In America, that's nearly unimaginable that you take a banking executive, the head of the company, the second largest shareholder, you say you are going to federal prison for 4 to 5 years. But why is it unimaginable? They crashed the U.S. economy, the global economy, our bankers did. In Iceland, their bankers crashed their economy. In America, it cost minimum of 8 million jobs and untold suffering. And they did it based on fraudulent schemes. They knew that those financial products that they had put together were set to explode. We know they knew it because we have the internal emails. We had them making fun of the people they sold it to, saying it's a pile of crap that we're selling them. That would be the definition of fraud, right? But not only that, we had the records of them betting against their own financial products because they know that they set them to explode. That's fraud. That's fraud. Of course you should go to jail for 4 to 5 years. You mug a guy on the street, you're going to jail for 4 to 5 years. You mug the entire global economy of trillions of dollars and you don't go to jail? Well, Iceland proved to us that you can do it a different way. And yes, of course, you could put bankers in jail and your economy won't be worse. It'll be better off.